Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports, your home house Robert. NASCAR Xfinity Series, Ambetter, Get Vaccinated 200 from New Hampshire International Speedway. We have 211.6 miles, 200 laps, 3 stages of 45, 45, and 110. I believe they can go between 70 and 90 laps on fuel. Obviously, tires, they're going to want tires more than that. So there could be a few different pit strategies going on here. You definitely have to pit that final stage. Do you pit early? Do you pit late? Do you save tires? Lots going on here. I believe we should have a competition caution at lap 20. Anytime we don't qualify, we have that. So yeah, do you put tires on then? So many different strategies you can get you here. Joe Gibbs Racing obviously has won a ton of races here. They have won 10 of the last 12, and then Penske won the other 2. They won, Christopher Bell has gone back to back. He's in the 54 car in this race. Kyle Busch, and then the 54 car with Christopher Bell has won 6 of the last 8 races. 5 for Kyle, and then 1 for Ty Gibbs. Those other 2 were the second and the third by Ty Gibbs. So Christopher Bell, who's won 2 straight, is in the race in a car that's won 6 of the last 8 Xfinity Series races. This is the 19th race of the season, so we have 8 left until the playoffs. So after 18 races, we have 17 drivers that have raced in all 18 races. 2 that have medical waivers. Justin Haley missed Dover because of COVID, so he got a waiver for that. He is currently 7th in points. Michael Annett, as we all know, he broke his leg, his foot or something. He had to have surgery. He withdrew from the truck race last weekend, and then he missed the Xfinity race, and he's missing this race. Thankfully, they're off for 2 weeks, so hopefully he'll heal up. Now, he is currently in the playoffs, not by much, but if he falls outside of the top 12, he would have to have a win and be in the top 20 for that medical waiver to actually work. So right now we have Austin Cindric leading points with 4 wins. He has got 74 points over AJ Allmendinger for the regular season championship. As we all know, the news this week, Austin Cindric will be moving up to the Cup Series, which was no surprise, but he's going to be in the famed number 2 for Roger Penske. Excited to see what he can do in that ride. The 6 Cup races he's done this year, he's done really well. I'm glad they held him off another year. That way he can just transition into the new car. I think he's going to have a better transition for him. So he's currently on pace to win his 2nd Xfinity Series championship. A long way to go. Well, we can say that. We got, 15 races left? But he is 4 wins, one of the best drivers in the Xfinity Series right now. Second in points is AJ Allmendinger with 2 wins. Third in points is Daniel Hemrick. He is plus 191 to the cut line. 4th is Justin Allgaier with 2 wins. 5th is Harrison Burton, plus 127 to the cut line. Congratulations to Harrison on moving up to the Cup Series next year, driving the famous 21 Wood Brothers Ford. I'm excited to see what he can do. Again, the same way with Austin Cindric. Harrison moving up, young, talented driver. The Xfinity Series will miss him, but I think getting to the new car and with a team like the Wood Brothers, who teaming with Penske, that should be a good spot for him. I think he'll do well. 6th in points is his cousin Jeb Burton, who's got to win. 7th in points, Justin Haley, plus 92 to the cut line. 8th is Noah Gragson, plus 74. 9th is Brandon Jones, plus 40 to the cut line. And currently 10th place is Michael Annett. He is 5 points above the cut line. The last position in on points is Jeremy Clements. And then 12th in points is Myatt Snyder with 1 win. It's kind of unique to look at this top 10 in points. You have all 3 Colic racing cars. You have 3 Joe Gibbs racing cars. And you have 3 Junior Motorsports cars. As we know, the 22 of Penske Racing, who's leading the points right now, is open for next year. Hopefully Matt DiBenedetto gets there. The 20 car for Joe Gibbs is open for next year. More than likely, that's filled by Ty Gibbs. That's an easy one. Colic Racing right now, all three of their cars are in the top 10 points. But Justin Haley is moving up. That 16 is moving up for the Cup Series full time with a charter. Does Colic run 3 Xfinity cars, or do they just take one, just not even run that one, and just leave AJ Allmendinger and Jeff Burton? I mean, that's a tier 1 ride. Hopefully they keep it, but we'll see what happens. Now, outside the points looking in, Riley Herbst is minus 54. Can he make 59 points up on Michael Annett in one race today? I mean, you would have to max points. I mean, you gotta get points in each stage. You gotta get points in the race. I don't see Annett falling outside the top 12. I think he'll be on the bump. Brandon Brown minus 56. I would love for him to get able to get max points today, but you got to look at Brandon Brown. At Phoenix, he finished 3rd, and at Dover, he finished 17th. So he can run these mile tracks. If he can get a win, I mean, it would be awesome for that team. Ryan Sieg is 15th minus 94, and Alex Slavey is 16th minus 137. At this point, any of those drivers more than likely will need a win. I mean, we have New Hampshire this week. We're off for 2 weeks. We have 2 road courses, Watkins Glen, Indy, and we go to the 2 Mile, Michigan. We have Daytona. That's when the Cup Series drops off, begins their playoffs at Darlington. But Xfinity is Darlington, Richmond, and Bristol, still the regular season, and then they start their playoffs. So we'll see what happens. I think there's a lot of racing left. A lot of things can happen. So New Hampshire. Xfinity Series has not been there since 2019. So we got, I mean, if you look at 2018 and 2019, as the drivers turn over in the Xfinity Series, there's a lot of drivers that haven't even raced there before. Justin Allgaier's raced there before. He's averaged 5th in 2 races. Brandon Jones, 7.5. Noah Gragson, 1 race was 10th. And Daniel Hemrick, 1 race was 11th. Now, being a flat mile track, if you look at Phoenix, if you look at Dover's a mile, I know it's high bank, but it's a mile. And so what I'm doing here is, since it's kind of in the same mile category, Dover and Phoenix is with New Hampshire, let's look and see what drivers have done at those tracks to see if we can kind of predict what's going to happen here at New Hampshire. In 5 races, in 2020 and 2021 at Dover and Phoenix, Austin Cindric, 2 wins, average of 3rd place. Both wins came in 2021. He won Phoenix and he won Dover. AJ Allmendinger in the 2 races this year, he's averaged 4.5 at those 2 tracks. Justin Allgaier averages 6.4 with 1 win, and then Harrison Burton has averaged at 7.2. So it's not exactly the same, but it's close. I know with the Xfinity Series, names are made here. A lot of these guys make their names 2 or 3 years and name 5, which is great. But when you don't race at a track for a few years, it's kind of like, who's going to run well, who's not? I'm going to go 4 picks this week. I'm going to do Christopher Bell. Obviously, he's doing his one-off Xfinity Series in the 54 car. 54 car has won 6 of the last 8 races. Christopher Bell himself has won 2 straight Xfinity races at New Hampshire. I'm going with Austin Cindric. He's got those 2 wins at Phoenix and Dover in 2021, leading the points, 4 wins already. I'm going with Josh Berry. He is relieving Michael Annett in the 1 car, so it's a JR Motorsports car. He drove for JR Motorsports most of the year. He's got a win at Martinsville. He's got a 2nd place at Dover. He is a talented race car driver. He has raced late models for Dale Jr. for years. I'd love for him to get into a full-time Xfinity ride like in the Junior Motorsports car for next year. But yeah, I can't wait to see what he can do in that 1 car. I think they're going to. I mean, look at last week. Austin Dillon had a top 10, top 12? I know they would have done better if it wasn't for that late caution they had. Let's see, where is Austin Dillon here? Finished 11th. So yeah, I mean, like you even said, they would have been top 5 with that last caution. People had fresh tires behind him, and he wore out tires at Atlanta, and that just didn't work out well for him. So yeah, that 1 car's fast. I mean, you can literally 20 minutes before the race, somebody's like, Austin, you want to drive the one car? Sure, why not? That's legit how that happened. So, but yeah, Josh Berry's had a week. He's talented. He runs well on the less than mile tracks, mile or less. He's fourth at Nashville. So yeah. All right, so it's going to wrap up the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Ambetter Get Vaccinated 200 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The 4 picks to win is Christopher Bell, Austin Cindric, Justin Allgaier, and Josh Berry. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports town content.